Hi everyone, it is Carol from Lily Rose Blue. I have Amber, I have Arnold, we have Astrid, and releasing them from the corral, here is Angel with Asa and Adam. I thought I would hop on and just show you what I'm working on. Yes, key word there, working on. So I got it in a groove and I just have been working away since I did some Friday night. Saturday I did a lot on the virtual retreat. Sunday, my husband left for his work trip. So then last night I worked quite a while, and now it's Monday, the 11th of March, and I am back in my craft room. Now, probably not going to be able to spend all the time in here that I want, but spending even 20 minutes is better than not spending any time at all, right? And that's kind of what I'm trying to teach myself and tell myself. Oh no, this stencil is cracked. Oh no. I admit to you that I have posted some videos. I've actually posted several videos. They're not all necessarily in chronological order, so just keep that in mind. For instance, I just posted tonight, I just posted the video of where I thrifted some children's books. And now tonight, here I am, I've already torn it apart and I'm working on putting it together. So just forgive me. There was reasons I put them in the order in which I did. So anyway, so before I get started, I also want to tell you my husband's work trip. So he was supposed to leave, like his flight was at 6 a.m. Sunday morning, yesterday morning, out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He was getting up at 3 because he wanted to shower and, not feel too rushed and get to the airport in time to, get through security and all of that good stuff for a 5:30 a.m. boarding. So the alarm goes off, he wakes up, and I hear some bad words, and his flight is 4 hours delayed, which means that he would miss his connecting flight. So an hour and a half later, when both of us are wide awake now, right, he got it fixed and he flew out on the flight at 3:30 Sunday afternoon out of Cedar Rapids on Delta instead of American. He did not land until 11:15 p.m. Then he had to quick get his rental car, and then he didn't get to his B&B that he's staying at until midnight. So the poor guy's exhausted, right? The other super sad thing, and I had mentioned this in one of my previous videos, is that he was going to get to see my nephews as well as my brother when last night when he was there. Well, since he didn't get in till super late, my brother left Florida today. So he's going to miss my brother. He is going to have dinner with my nephews tomorrow night, so at least he'll get to see them. But it's just, and I know flying, this happens. This absolutely happens. but there's just often so much downstream effect of flights being delayed or canceled, that I think most of us get and understand, but gosh darn, it sure would be nice if there was some way of being reimbursed or something when this just goes south. No reason given. And I think that's the other thing. If you tell people why, people are usually pretty forgiving. But when you don't tell them why, doesn't sit as well. So anyway, I'm done preaching. It's just disappointing. There's an interesting noise. And of course, the minute I called it out, it stopped. I'm the only one here. Okay. Mr. Milo, the Wonder Dog, was with me today. He'll be back tomorrow. And then I won't see him until the following Thursday. So I'm going to have Milo withdraw. We had a good time today. I spoiled him rotten, which that's what grandmas do. That's okay. Now getting back to what I wanted to really talk to you about is that this was like a level 1 reader. So initially that size. But I ended up cutting the top and the bottom off, partly because when I took this apart, I lost just a little bit of the buy here. So then I'm like, okay, I got to come up with the cover. And this is going to be a 3-ring binder. This is not meant to be rocket science or anything. I'm keeping this just in case. But so far, here's what I've done for the cover. I used this stencil, and I used this ink, and I stenciled on this piece of cardstock. And I'm going to put the cover like this, and then this weekend is the Scrappy Friends get together. So I think I will look at some Woodland Friends images and cut out some animals on the Cricut. And I might add something else here on the front, although that guy's pretty super cute. I thought maybe here I might cut out a different sun and put a different sun right here and pop it up, add some dimension. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. And poor little Rocky Raccoon he's not fully there. So anyway, this is the cover. This is just what I've gotten done so far. So this is grass-like paper or turf-like paper. They call it artesian paper. I got this on clearance, oh my gosh, many moons ago. It's EK Success. Never had a reason to use it until now. So I double layered it here, and I just haven't finished. I'm going to cut that off. It's going to look like that, and that's going to be that. I'm going to keep all the pages of the book because how could you choose otherwise? These are just all my paper scraps from cutting paper down. So here you've got a squirrel. Here you've got some dyed paper that I had done. This was an experiment, and I kind of like it. I put water in a pan, and then I had re-inkers, And I just dropped water on the surface and then put the paper in and put the, just kind of put the paper in and took it out. And this is how it came out. And this particular re-inker has a little bit of a metallic finish to it. It's not really supposed to, but I think it's got some mica in it. And then I added some green, and that's what that is there. Okay. Then you have a bear, and you have a moose, and now we have another piece of cardstock. And birds and deer, and another piece of dyed paper that I had done. I love this large grid paper. I enjoy that. Raccoons, butterflies, another cardstock, skunk. Here is a paper bag or paper sack. And I'm going to add that to it. There's this chapter, more cardstock, acorns. Here we have some vellum. I probably will stamp something on this. Not quite sure yet. Maybe I'll stamp some strawberries. I have some strawberry stamps. More cardstock, mushies, acorns or nuts, more cardstock. I love that nest. Here's bees, cardstock, rocks, cardstock, rivers, more tea dyed paper or coffee dyed paper, logs, and then the back. And I'll figure out what I want to do. I'll cover up that back. Then I thought I would show you, this is obviously still a work in progress. I may change my mind. But I had some Tim Holtz ephemera that, number one, I hadn't used, and number two, I thought might work. So, without taking this out of the bag, here's some flowers, and there's some butterflies there that could decorate a page. Oh, it doesn't have the picture of what else is on there. So there's that. Then I went through several bags of ephemera, and I pulled out these pieces to add to the book. Like the story begins, perfect for the beginning page, documented. It's got that on the back. Some ledger and graph paper, more of that. I liked the color and thought that would work, and who, what, where. Some stamps. It says postcard. I might not do that one. A blue flower. Yeah, special delivery. I'm going to remove that too. So I have those. I have this that I had already used some of, but I thought I could cut out those eggs. And that this, this piece or that piece would still be good. I've got, sorry. I'm going to move those. Just in no particular order. Some of these cards, there's a ledger looking thing. Nest and egg, perfect for this journal. There's another nest and egg. It's always the small pieces that make the big picture. I don't know if I like that, but I like that side. I mean, I like it, just not for this journal. Letter. And then it had that on the back. Noteworthy. And it's got birds and feathers. That documented. Just a gray stripe. That seen and noted with flowers. I thought that was great for like a field journal kind of thing. More birds and nest, more field notes. Some of this is repeating. And then numbers and rulers on the back. So I pulled all of those out. Again, not sure what I'm going to use and what I'm not going to use. Here's another piece that I pulled out. Noted. A gray blue, a red gray. That says Traveler. Nah, I don't think I like that for this journal. Field notes. Again, kind of smaller versions of what you've already seen. Then there is this packet. So I decided to quit taking them out of their package. We'll look here and just... So that's an interesting color, and it's got flowers. That is people. Probably wouldn't do that. That's black with flowers. That could work. Numbers. That works. It's got a bird. Bird nest. More flowers. That's a map. Probably wouldn't do that. Maybe that because it's got this bird. That's also a map. That could work. That's more ledger. That could also work. That could. As could that with ferns. That'd be perfect, actually, for that one page. There's that. So, several options in those cards. I'm going to put that over there. Here's another packet. I think it's just a longer version of what I just showed you. And this just might be a smaller version of what I just, yeah, I think it is. So anyway, I've got options. I'm just in a mode of doing, and I think that's great because I wasn't doing anything other than thrifting before. Excuse me, or very little. So I also know that not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be matchy-matchy. I am really trying to move forward and just get stuff done. You know, in scrapbooking, I can accept that not every single page you do is a page that you're absolutely going to love. Excuse me, I have not gotten there yet with junk journaling. I will. And I think most of it just comes from experience. Honestly, I really do. The more you do, the more comfortable you get. So my philosophy, oops, Arnold's kind of got his little patootie up in the air facing me. No thanks, Arnold. I don't need to see. Yeah, so that's kind of my philosophy. So some of my goals for 2024 included make 6 junk journals in 2024. It's March. I got to get going. I'm hoping I haven't finished my strawberry journal because I am petrified of the cover. So I'm going to take that with me to Scrappy Friends, and hopefully people can help me there, and I'll get over it. Another thing on my goals is to make snippet rolls, both fabric and paper. I've done that. I haven't finished sewing all of the fabric ones, but I've done that. Doing mass makes, I wouldn't say mass makes. Not quite. Another goal was to sew. Yeah, I've actually sewn. I actually used my sewing machine. Yay! Next is harvest books and magazines, catch up and keep up. I'm doing much better. I don't know that you could say I'm keeping up, but I'm doing much, much better. Then I said list 2 things per week to sell. There were several weeks I didn't post anything, and then I posted quite a few things. So I'd rather be more consistent about it, but I'm okay with where I'm at in the maker's market. And then I said try something new at least 2 times a month, either to make, that I make, and or a new technique. Not quite yet. Haven't gotten there yet. And then I said make bundles to sell, either themed bundles or mismatched bundles. Haven't done that yet. Oh, excuse me. I still have a cough from time to time. Learn to make tassels. Haven't made one yet. Keep records like my purchasing price and selling price. Moderate success there. Then I had make 2 to 3 new contacts for thrifting this year. Need to work on that. And then find 4 new thrift and or antique stores this year. Also have not done that yet. But it's been winter. It was 70 degrees today, guys. The sun was shining. The grass is getting green. It really does seem like it's spring, which is wonderful. So anyway, that's kind of a combination of this may not be gorgeous and beautiful when I'm done, but I would have made a journal. And it's practice. If I decide to sell this one when I'm done, I can list it. Or I don't have to. I can keep it for myself. This is pretty darn, I love the images here. So, we'll see. We'll just see. But I'm doing something. So that's important to me. So with that, I'm going to cough. Oh, I'm so sorry. With that, I think I'm going to sign off. I'm just rambling now. So take care, stay safe, have some fun. Let's see. Take care, stay safe, have some fun, and God bless. Good night.